Don't move. Don't move.
It is absolutely petrifying.
Plane crash survivors Carl and Costa have made the risky decision to leave their injured friends behind and trek out into the African wilderness to find help. They've been following elephant paths for hours and are desperate for water.
Costa, look. Right in front of us, next to the path, is a water hole. It's a really small, little, muddy water hole.
The problem is, the elephants got there first.
It smells awful. It tastes awful. It's full of excrement from the elephants, urine from the elephants. It's really foul.
The water is a breeding ground for dangerous bacteria. This putrid liquid might give them dysentery, which could be fatal.
I'm concerned that it would have harmful effects on my body. And yet, when you're thirsty, it's drinkable.
Back at the crash site, Lynette, Neb and Mike are facing a similar dilemma.
What came to my mind is to drink urine, so that is something which will carry us alive. I was worried about kidneys, I was worried about dehydrating and things like that. There is nothing else we could do.
But recycling their urine is a short-term solution. It will soon become poisonous. Facing another night in the African bush, their only hope is that Carl and Costa have reached safety and will bring rescue in the morning.
We've now walked a whole day and we haven't come across any sign of people. We're exhausted, so we take one step out of the elephant path and lay down to go to sleep.
What they don't realize is that they're blocking the path of a herd of elephants.
Don't move. Don't move.
It is absolutely petrifying. Costa's is telling me not to move, but I'm unable to follow the instruction.
Luckily, the elephant decides to warn them off instead of trampling them to death. As night falls, the African bush has another surprise for them. The rain is a welcome relief, but Mike is struggling to collect it.
I put various plastic things around just to try to collect some water, because obviously that's what we need.
But the rain brings with it a terrible worry. It's in danger of putting the fire out, and Mike has no means of relighting it. Without fire, they're vulnerable to attack by predators.
I try even to go back to the aeroplane. I put something over the fire from aeroplane just to protect direct water coming into the fire. It was quite a task.
Mike manages to save the fire, But before any water can be collected, the rain stops. The survivors are left as thirsty as if the rain had never happened.
Being wet and still be very thirsty, it's horrible.
Carl and Costa have survived another night in the bush, but Carl is increasingly worried that they're nowhere near to Mound.
We are walking towards Mound. We should be directly under the flight path. Where's the planes?
Costa and I discuss why we haven't seen any planes.
We're heading the right way.
But I just feel that we are, of course, because we haven't come across any sign of people. I didn't see a track of a car. I didn't see a piece of paper. Nothing. This is wilderness. So I feel that we might be way, way away from Mound.
Carl's suspicions are correct. Their flight veered way off course and crashed 140 miles east of Mound in uninhabited bush, which is why they have seen no search planes. Although a massive rescue operation has been launched, it's scouring an area over 200 miles away, beneath the Gaborone to Mound flight path. Carl and Costa are walking north to nowhere. And time is running out for the survivors at the crash site.
Things are getting worse and worse. Lynette is now getting more seriously sick. Sometimes she loses herself for 10, 15 minutes, doesn't know what's happening.
And I vaguely remember him raising his voice and say, we're going to live long, we're going to have children, you know, everything will be fine, we'll be happy.
Mike is also struggling to look after Neb, who's had to stand up for 3 days and nights just to be able to breathe. Sleep deprivation and chronic dehydration are weakening Neb's grip on reality.
Thoughts about snakes, hyenas, putting you into panic mode.
Neb is panicking, he wants to go now.
Mike was trying to advise me not to go.
It's too dangerous out there.
I'll go on my own.
I can't leave Lynette. She can't move.
Sometimes you have this fix in your brain, you want to do it.
Mike thinks he'll never see his friend again, but there's absolutely nothing he can do. Neb's condition is causing him to hallucinate.
I wanted to find village with the people who will just pull us and rescue us. You really believe and you really see something what is not there. The moment when you see there is nothing there, that is a big disappointment.
Suddenly I hear him shouting, there is a water, come and see this. Obviously after all stories which we went through, and I did not believe him straight away, there is a water.
But this time, it really is water.
We had plenty of Zippo lighters, but we were actually using for as a promotional material, and that lid of Zippo lighter was very useful to extract that water.